And moving on, retail tech startup Daalchini Technologies, through its smart vending machines, is offering 24/7 convenience to customers. The firm extended its reach to over 200 brands, and since its inception, the company has grown about 22% to 24% on a quarterly basis. Now, Daalchini Tech, which provides instant meals through IoT-enabled physical vending machines, has a presence across 100 sites, which include startups, co-working spaces, MNCs, hospitals, and much more. We put the company's co-founder and CEO on the hot seat to find out more about their growth plans, and also with me, Shruti. Thank you so much for joining us on the show, Prerna. You know, you're a retail tech startup. You provide instant meals via IoT-enabled physical vending machines. So what's on offer? What kind of food can one get through your vending machines? And more importantly, how do you keep it fresh?
So we actually provide a 6 meals a day combination, from vada pav in the morning to maybe a quick meal of rajma chawal through the vending machine, or for your quick snack break with a energy bar. Everything can be actually found on our vending machine. That's the beauty of our vending machine. And then these vending machines today are present from Kutch to Shillong to Kashipur to Kochi. Across about 60 plus cities we are now present. And we are now present in about 25% of India's top listed companies today. So that is how we are serving the consumers today in corporate offices, factories, hospitals, colleges, all across.
All right. Thank you for taking us through your model. This is Shruti quickly stepping in. You do compete with the likes of Vendyman, Gobbly and NutriTap. While you have the first mover advantage, Prerna, in this space, where do you see your next leg of growth coming from? What's in the pipeline for Daalchini? How do you really, step up the game when competition really comes in?
Yeah, so today we are India's leading company with 2,000 plus vending machines present across the country. When you say that how are we seeing the next set of growth, so we are actually seeing a good growth in tier 2, tier 3 cities, hospitals and colleges and factories of tier 2 cities. So we have especially in the last 2 quarters, we have seen growth in cities like Jharsuguda, Kutch, Sambalpur, Tikri, Renupur, Renusagar. So cities where you would find a lot of worker population, industrial growth happening there. A lot of MSMEs present in those cities, right? That is where we are seeing the good growth happening now.
Right, so you're seeing a lot of growth in tier 2 cities. And like you said, you have over 2,100 vending machines with a presence across 7 cities. Obviously, a growing presence right now in tier 2 cities. So what's the kind of reach you have, and how do you price these products? How affordable are they? Give us a sense of your presence via your clients, and how many active users are you currently seeing?
So we are doing about 1.5 million transactions on a monthly basis. We have about 5 lakh plus monthly active users who are transacting on these vending machines, which is one of the highest per user transaction on any e-commerce platform if you see today in the country, right? Any food tech platform or e-commerce platform would not see that kind of a per month transaction from a user that we are seeing from our vending machines. Primarily from the perspective, we are the one who's most convenience for the consumer. We are the nearest to the consumer. When consumer really thinks of buying anything, we are the one who's available instantly for the consumer. So that is what has helped us so far in getting that kind of a reach and getting that kind of a space in the consumer's mind today.
All right, Prerna, let's talk numbers now. You hope to achieve 100 crore rupees in ARR and become PAT positive. What are you currently clocking, and how soon will you reach these targets?
So in fact, I would say last 3 years, we have been doubling our numbers consistently. We have grown about 250% in the last 1 year in terms of vending machines also, and in terms of our transactions also, our users also, all 3 perspective. And that is what we see that we'll continue to do. So from a 5 crore number to 12 crore number to 44 crores number, and now 100 crore numbers. So it doesn't seem very bullish, but we have been consistently doing double. So we should be doing double this year as well.
All right, so expecting to do well in this year as well. But you hope to install over 10,000 vending machines across India's top 100 cities. So by when will we see you able to achieve this milestone? Can you elaborate on your expansion plans? Which are the new cities you're looking at?
So we are already present in about 63 cities as we speak, and the idea for the current year is to go deep into these cities. We are already present in some of the top MSMEs in those cities. But there are a lot of colleges, hospitals, metro stations that are coming up where we are deploying now into tier 2, tier 3 cities. So that is where we see most growth happening. However, on your question that how do we see that the number of 10,000 we reach? So today also, if you look at the metro cities, constitutes about 70% of our vending machines. But Tier 2 is where we are seeing most amount of growth. And that is why we see that in 18 months time period, we should be able to reach the target number that we have kept for ourselves.
Speaking of growth and speaking of revenue targets that you just shared with us, if you could take us through the revenue model, how are you making money?
So there are typically three sources of revenue. One is that whatever food items that are getting sold through the vending machine, 50-60% of the revenue is coming from that only. Then there is about 20% of our revenue which comes from the advertisements also. 100% of our vending machines are actually cashless in nature and come with an Android touchscreen. So which gives a place for a lot of D2C brand on to advertise about their product and also tell the consumer about their story. So that is where we get about 20-25% of our revenue. And rest 25% comes from our subscription product where corporates take these subscription for their employees for providing these 24/7 vending machines across their workplaces.
Right. And, up till date, you've raised a little over $6 million in funding. Will you be raising any more funds soon? What's the plan on the fundraising front?
So last quarter was our first PAT positive quarter. So that is what. So as an organization, while we have become a bit positive, we should not be raising a lot of funding. But yes, the kind of growth plans that we have, so we may need to raise fund maybe in the third quarter of this year.
All right, Prerna, one final question before I let you go. What would you say is your tech edge? Like we discussed, how you differentiate from competition, but how are you using technology to really step up?
So I would say that we are a technology-first company, hence we can enable anything, anytime, anywhere through our retail technology. So that is what our USP is, whether you want a beauty or personal care brand to be selling their products through our vending machines, or a dental care product brand selling their OTT products from the vending machine, or maybe a book publication wants to sell books. We can actually enable anything from our devices. That's our core USP.
All right, Prerna, thank you so much for joining us on Startup Street today. We wish you all the best on this journey going forward.
Thank you so much for having us here.
On that note, it is time for us to head into a short break. But coming up next, attention viewers, are you also fed up with poor traffic management that causes delays in your schedule? Well, Hyderabad-based startup Pushpak AI aims to revolutionize traffic woes through AI. We get you a special report on the other side. Stay tuned.